I've done several videos recently talking about the Russell Brand situation and how it's a beautiful illustration of the absolute fact that we've reached a point in today's society where men are presumed guilty simply based on allegations made. Now, I have to point out, as I have done all along, I am not defending Russell Brand, but I'm also not vilifying him. I'm simply stating we have no definitive proof one way or the other whether he's guilty or not. We have mere allegations. As I'm filming this, an investigation has been started but not completed. No charges have been filed. It has not gone to trial. He has not been convicted. They're allegations. He allegedly did these things. And many people can't seem to understand that I'm not speaking about his particular situation. I'm illustrating that he's been convicted in the court of public opinion. A conviction that no matter what that investigation finds, is not going to be lifted ever. I'm pointing out that indeed, in fact, this is proof that there is a double standard and that men are presumed to be guilty until proven innocent. And I want to illustrate that double standard a little bit better. Remember this from a few years back? In 2014, while doing a monologue, Amy Schumer made some comments that might be interpreted as her possibly sexually assaulting a man who was drunk at the time. In a nutshell, Ms. Schumer stated that there was a guy named Matt who she apparently was obsessed with and was the subject of her attention for quite a while, but he never gave her the time of day. One day, he apparently invited her over to his dorm room, and she recognized immediately that he was drunk. Long story short, she allegedly had relations with him. Relations, I might add, which he could not possibly have consented to if he was in fact drunk. To date, no investigation has been done or even called for, and she certainly hasn't been canceled. Meanwhile, Mr. Brand, he's been demonetized on YouTube, and videos and such been removed from several platforms. The UK government itself has demanded all social medias remove him from their platforms. Let that sink in for a moment. The very government that's supposedly in charge of the investigation he's under. If you can't see the double standard and hypocrisy of all of that, well, maybe this will convince you.
And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do.
In case you don't know, that's rapper Cardi B, responding to reports that she had drugged men while having sex with them and robbing them. And let's be clear, this isn't an allegation. She's openly admitting to doing it on this video. To date, no investigation has been started or done. She has not been canceled. Her music is still available everywhere. Her tours have not been canceled. She's still making money. Her management is still standing by her. Contrast that with Mr. Brand. His tours have been canceled. His management has dumped him. Why one standard for her and a different for him? And I remind you, at this time, Mr. Brand's are allegations. Miss B openly admitted to doing it. Still not convinced of the double standard and hypocrisy? I've got one more for you. Remember this from just a couple of weeks ago?
He had kids. I called child services on his ass and I fabricated everything.
That's Lady SB, a hip-hop artist, speaking on a podcast in Toronto, Canada, where apparently she lives. As you heard, she openly admits to filing a false allegation. She goes on to say she even manufactured evidence, like doctoring photos, to make it appear as if the gentleman's children had bruises. And as I'm filming this, all of her social media accounts are still active. Where's the letters from Parliament in Canada calling for her to be removed from social media? As I'm filming this, no investigation has been started. She has not been canceled. Nothing has been done. In fact, a fellow creator has reached out to both Toronto's child advocate system and the Toronto Police Department and been told there's no investigation now or planned. How can that be? She literally admits to doing it. But even that is not enough to get an investigation done. Now let me be clear. I am not defending Russell Brand, nor am I vilifying him. At the time I'm filming this, it's all conjecture, speculation, and allegations. Ones that should be taken seriously, to be sure. And absolutely, there should be an investigation done. And if that investigation finds that he did indeed commit these, he should be criminally charged and tried by jury. And if that jury votes to convict, he should have the book thrown against him. But now I ask this question. I've shown you 3 women who didn't allegedly do this, who admitted to committing these crimes, publicly admitted them. Yet in all 3 cases, no investigation, no cancellation, no justice for the male victims, nothing. In every case, we should be calling for an immediate investigation to be done. And just like Mr. Brand, if those investigations find that some criminal act was committed, they should be charged, tried, and the book thrown at them. Yet it's not going to happen. What is the difference at play? Well, the difference is obvious. Russel Brand is male. He is presumed to be guilty because he is male. The three ladies, they're female, so they get a pass. You can't dispute this now. There is no arguing. The evidence is clear. There are two separate and distinct standards of justice. One for men, one for women. And here's another point. Society is publicly lynching Mr. Brand based on the allegations, without any proof given yet. Yet here, with documented admissions, the public remains silent. If that doesn't tell you where men stand in today's world, I don't know what does.